Quick Look is an augmented reality tool that Apple developed about 2 years ago, and it helps you to look into your house and to make sure that if you want to buy a vase with some flowers in it, that it looks really nice, so you can almost virtually see what you're going to buy. We've seen many of those applications. Now this week Apple added a feature to that. They're allowing consumers now to actually buy that product that they see in augmented reality and pay that instantly with Apple Pay, and they're offering this service now to retailers to make sure that retailers will start to use augmented reality and to make it as fast and convenient as possible for users to play with it. This is Steven's Week, your weekly update on marketing and technology. Please keep on watching because I have more exciting news for you from the Boring Company of Elon Musk, from Jeff Bezos, and about Baidu and the coronavirus. The Boring Company from Elon Musk, you know, the company that is drilling tunnels to make sure that the mobility within cities can be optimized, that you're no longer stuck in traffic, but that small electrical vehicles can take loads of people from one end to a city to another in just minutes instead of half an hour or an hour. They had a test project in LA right next to the campus of SpaceX. I've seen that one, that looked impressive. But now we're close to having the first Boring project being operational, and it's in Las Vegas in the convention center. They're going to have a tunnel that moves people from the one side to the other side of the convention center. With a car in regular traffic, that takes about 15 minutes. With the Boring Company, it will be 1 minute, and they will have like small electrical vehicles that can move up to 20 people at a time at a record speed. And that should open up later this year. So that's going to be really, really cool. And I definitely want to try it out when I'm back in Vegas. Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, announced that he will give $10 billion of his private money to the fight against climate change. He is starting the Bezos Earth Foundation, which is a foundation that will give grants to scientists and academics that will have projects, that will work on projects that will reduce climate change. $10 billion is 7.7% of his total amount of money, of his fortune that he has, which is pretty impressive. Question is, will this be a new movement that other billionaires will follow his lead, follow his foundation and support his foundation? But it's a big sign that but the richest person on the planet is now investing a lot of money in climate change. As you know, the coronavirus is still an issue, especially in China, and Baidu, one of the large technology companies, has now developed an AI to detect if people are wearing a mouth mask or if they are walking around without one. And this is being used by governments and companies to detect if people are following those rules, because it's now obliged that you have to wear one of those mouth masks, and this AI is helping companies and governments to make it happen. A new interesting evolution in the world of fintech. LendingClub, the company that started with peer-to-peer loans, made an interesting move. They acquired a real bank. So this is the first fintech that is acquiring a bank. It's called Radius Bank. It's a relatively small bank in the US. They paid about $185 million for it. And the goal is double. But I think the biggest goal of this acquisition is that LendingClub will now be able to use the infrastructure of the traditional bank they acquired, which makes them less dependent on the partnerships that they have with other banks, which will enable them to reduce the costs on their product, which will increase and speed up the road to profitability. Next to that, of course, they're also going to have a broader offering. They will be able to offer more banking products than financial services to their clients. And the question is, will this be a standalone case, or are we going to see more fintechs that acquire traditional banks? We're always thinking the other way around, that banks will partner up with fintechs, and in most of the cases this will be the case. But this story of LendingClub is the other way around, which makes it really, really interesting. So everyone, this was my weekly update. I hope you enjoyed it. Share the video with everyone you know, your colleagues, your friends. Enjoy the weekend. And next week I'm taking a week off, so I'll see you again in 2 weeks from now. Bye-bye.